Welcome to day one of Slay Your May. I want to jump right into it. If you're here, you got the day one email and you are ready to dive deeper into a whole bunch of extra tips and tricks related to day one. If you are not getting the emails, you definitely want to, especially if you're joining us live, because we're doing prizes and giveaways if you join us between May 1st and 7th. And if you are not able to join us live, but you join by the 15th, you can get a ticket to a masterclass I'm teaching, but you got to be on the emails. So today's email talked about looking at what we usually do, looking at what's already on our calendar, and making a conscious choice to make things easier. At the end, I'm going to share the hilarious thing I see a male business owner doing and how we can tell who does and doesn't get it in the month of May. So stay tuned. A quick reminder, if you're joining this challenge May 1st through the 15th, 2026, all you need to do is tag my account, Walk Like Warriors, twice, at least 24 hours apart, and you'll get a ticket to my masterclass. How to sell all summer while working less. It's going to be a 90-minute masterclass, $197, but you get to join free. You just have to tag me twice in Instagram stories between May 1st and 15th. If you have a private account, just DM me a screenshot and we'll email you your ticket. Send us an email, hello@walklikewarriors.com, so we can send you your ticket once you do it. All right, the email talked about three things you can move, three things you can make easier. If you're not signed up for the challenge, I want you to go below and I want you to sign up because I want you to be able to participate in real time and get prizes. All right, I promised specifics about these areas, so let's get into it. Health, business, meals, school, mom, church, volunteer. We're going to talk all the things real quick. Minimum viable is so hard for us high achievers. If you're driven, if you work hard, if you love your business, I get it. It's really hard to think like this. And I want you to remind yourself, it's not forever, my sweet girl. It's just for right now. If we want to be calmer, kinder, more focused, we've got to do a little bit less in May. And we're going to talk about how to do that with our health, with our business, with our meals, etc. I'm going to give you some examples, but I want you to take action while you watch. Like literally in real time, I want you to get out your phone. I want you to send the text when I say send the text. I want you to send an email to the doctor's office when I say to do that. I want you to order the gift cards on Amazon while you're watching. It's so important to do that. Okay. Success goes to the doers, not the consumers. I'm going to tell you that again and again. What does that mean? It's what I tell my coaching clients. Success goes to the implementers, to the people who are the doers, not to the people who just consume podcasts, consume books, consume YouTube videos. It goes to the people who take action. So let's jump into it. Take action. So here are some ideas. Your family, unfortunately, has to eat in the month of May. So I want to talk minimum viable. What does that specifically look like? Because your family does still have to eat. Can that look like frozen or prepackaged breakfast? Okay, not the healthiest, but it's just for a few weeks. Can you do pizza every Monday night? Or what's your crazy night, my sweet girl? Is it like Wednesday when one's at soccer, one's at baseball, one's at dance? Can you just pick the night that's the most chaotic and just decide this is pizza night and that's okay? Can you pick the second most chaotic night and say this is leftovers night or this is Taco Bell night? Listen, if they eat something like that for just a few weeks, they're going to be totally fine. All right. Or can you, if you're really health conscious and you are bristling at that, can you make a 7-day menu and repeat the same menu for the next 4 weeks? You can do that. It's so super simple. This is one of the most favorite tips of last year's Slay Your May was it didn't occur to a lot of women. Just make a 7-day menu with the corresponding grocery list and just rinse and repeat 4 times. And that's your month of May. You're not doing it forever. You're just doing it for a month. One menu 4 times. This could look like grocery pickup, or if you've never used it before, grocery delivery, having groceries delivered right to your front door. I was in the middle of a massive work project. I was also in the middle of a landscaping project outside, and I realized I was out of dirt and potting mix and mulch and all of that stuff. So I just ordered Amazon grocery delivery just for the mulch, dirt, and potting mix, and it was here 45 minutes later. It blew my mind. Or can you have your husband or grandma pick up the grocery orders? Ask someone to grab something for you when they're at the store. We're talking minimum viable. What is the least that you can get by with doing and nothing falls apart? Let's talk about minimum viable for your health. Can you skip a workout? If you're working out, you're lifting 4 days a week, you're running 2 days a week, can you just pick one day, just your craziest day where you're not going to do that and you're going to get 30 to 60 minutes back in your day? Or if you have a coffee date scheduled with a friend and you both work out, can you guys just go on a walk or a run together and combine those two things? Can you order Home Chef or whatever is healthy in your area? At my local grocery store, they have the fresh, healthy Home Chef meals right in the produce section. Yes, it's more expensive, but it's totally worth the peace of mind. This is not the month for a 4-hour run, sign up for marathon training, sign up for some new fitness boot camp. Do all of that stuff next month. Don't do it in the month of May. We're talking minimum viable. So remember, success goes to the doers. Have you done anything yet while you're watching this video? Remember, none of this matters unless you take action. So success goes to the doers. Take action while you're watching this, or pause and take action. So if you signed yourself up for hot Pilates or hot yoga, can you just move it to a different day that's not in the month of May? I know you can do that. Let's talk minimum viable for school, okay? Be the mom who signs up to bring the drinks or the already packaged popsicles or the paper products for the school party. Don't be the mom that has to be the Pinterest mom this year. Just give yourself the space to breathe. Give yourself the easy option for everything you possibly can this month. Can they do hot lunches all month? They're not going to die. They're going to be fine. If you don't want to do that, can you just pick up like the little prepackaged snacky trays? Can you just make that part of your life easier? I will also say there's more on this tomorrow. I'm really excited about tomorrow's because we're going to talk about having a central hub. But can you get them to sort their own paperwork and schedules and calendars and put that somewhere for you? No one has said that this all has to depend on you. But in the month of May, if we don't train our families to help us, it all will fall on our shoulders. All right, projects. They all are going to have those projects, field day, the last day of school craziness. Whatever the easiest option is, I want you to get yourself in that framework of doing the easier option. So instead of like hand painting everything, can you go to Hobby Lobby and buy some of that stuff already done if you're allowed to do that? I want you to really get in the mindset of B- is going to be okay here for yourself. I'm not talking about for your kids, whatever your own standards, that whatever floats your boat. But stop trying to win an award that no one actually hands out and just make May easy on yourself. Your kids are not going to remember that they had like the best oranges at soccer practice. They're going to remember whether or not mom was yelling and crabby or filled with a lot of joy and peace. Okay. For your business, minimum viable. If you're sending a weekly newsletter, can you just send a 1-sentence newsletter or a photo of you and the kids in a sentence? If it's normally 20 paragraphs, can you cut it down to 5? Maybe don't send a newsletter one week. Yes, me as your business coach, I'm telling you, like, that is totally okay. If you're posting 7 days a week, can you just post 3 days a week for a while? There's going to be a ton more about speeding up your content creation at the very end of the 7-day challenge. But Instagram stories, if you're doing 5 stories a day, could you just go down to 1, or could you just do, instead of 7 days a week with stories, go to 4 days a week? I'm telling you, engagement is down anyway in the month of May because everybody else is just as busy as you. It's not going to hurt anything. Can you just do, my VA does a beautiful job of this, just like a picture of her coffee cup with what she's up to or what's on her mind that morning. Hit the easy button with things like that. If you usually struggle to write captions and it takes you 25 minutes or an hour to write a caption, can you just write a 2-word caption or a 1-sentence caption? Use way shorter captions. It's going to make it easier for you. And also for those of us who have to read it, shorter captions are just better in the month of May. Better yet, reuse your captions. Just click backward to December, November, October. Click backward, just copy and paste one of those captions. And if it makes sense for what you're posting today, just use the exact same thing. Don't come up with anything new this month, okay? With your business, you just need to be thinking, what is the minimum viable to keep the business moving forward, not losing ground, but not pushing super hard? So that kind of segues into don't do anything new this month, all right? Don't sign up for new courses, memberships, or anything like that. Just maintain the status quo. Keep it simple in your business. Gifts, I have so much to say about this, but this is getting long, so I'm gonna try to cut this short. Every year for school with my kids, I order Amazon gift cards, little tiny gift bags, and tissue paper in one order. It comes the next day. I put them all together. I don't even put names on anything, and the kids just hand them out. We just put like the family name so the teacher knows who did it. I also will do this for weddings, showers, everything. The second the RSVP, the thing comes in the mail, I will literally sit there and just order the gifts off the registry while I RSVP. So we want to really simplify gifts. Teachers will tell you they have way too many socks, too much Bath and Body Works, way too many candles. They don't want that. They love gift cards, either for themselves or to buy stuff for their classroom for next year. So I would just buy, let's just pretend that I'm buying $50 Amazon gift cards. If I need 7, I buy 10. So I have 3 extras for all of the just in case, the last second grad party, the last second birthday. And if we don't need them, I told myself I could use those gift cards for myself in June. Okay. Let's talk cars and then I'm going to wrap this up. Do not do random well checks, appointments, and all that nonsense this month. I don't care if it's already on the calendar. Just move it. Right now, send the messages to move it. Move your friend's coffee date to June or ask if you guys can run errands together instead. Two birds, one stone. You can do this right now. Message the other school mom. Ask if you can bounce the lunch to July or August. Email the vet and say, can Coco come in August instead? Text your brow girl and hair girl. Either move it or see if you can put those appointments back to back to save tons of time. Don't waste time in parking lots. This is really huge for me for the month of May. When the car is idling, you are not idle, okay? Be efficient. Write your captions for that week. Make a quick reel. Windshield time should now equal productivity time, not scrolling TikTok or Instagram. So what I want you to do is I want you to simply grab an index card, make an ordered list of 4 or 5 things you can do when the car is idling, when you're in windshield time. And then that way, because so much of it is the cognitive fatigue of trying to figure out what to do. So you just end up scrolling TikTok instead. Just write down, like, create a reel or write my captions for tomorrow. Whatever it is, just make an ordered list so you can use that time wisely. Are you ready? Okay. This is how I can tell if a company is run by a man or a woman in the month of May. Okay. When it's run by a woman, you see stuff like this. You see content like this. Like, what can I do to literally help you make your life easier? When it's run by a man, okay, I'm not trying to be mean, but there's a social media growth company and I'm part of the membership and I like them pretty much okay, but they are doing a 30 days reels challenge in the month of May. My sweet girl. The last thing that you need to be worried about doing is no misses posting a reel a day, okay? You are up to your eyeballs in stuff to do. You do not need to be doing something like that. It just cracks me up. I see this every year. The men are like, oh yeah, like let's be consistent. And the women are like, I'm drowning. Somebody help me. Okay. So I'm not being mean, but this is how you can know a man is running something like that and not a woman because we women get it. We get that May is bananas, especially if you've got kids. So this isn't for all time. I just want you to give yourself permission, minimum viable. Statistically speaking, most people are going to drop out of this challenge after today. I know you won't because you got this far in the video. You're going to keep leaning forward. And if you're joining us May 1st through the 7th, keep participating. It's super easy to be entered to win the grand prize, but we're doing daily giveaways. Be sure to take action right now, my sweet girl. I love combos with you in the DM. So shoot me a DM of like, what are you doing minimum viable with? What did you take action with today? Whatever you do, I want you to do it right now. Okay. I'll see you back in your inbox tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Be sure to dive in, participate in real time if at all possible. I'm cheering for you so dang hard. Go make your May easier on yourself today.